Hey everybody, welcome back. So I want to take a minute and talk to you guys about what equipment you really need to start a YouTube channel. Now, a lot of people think that you need, fancy equipment. You need, $2,000 camera. You need, special lighting. You need a rig. You need blah blah blah. Right? Whatever. You don't. All you need is your smartphone. Your smartphone's got a good enough camera to be able to take that picture. And be able to share the images quickly. A lot of people have iPhones or Android phones. If you have a modern smartphone, you're going to be able to record the video that you want, create that content, and put it out. The interesting part is once I started using, I have a iPhone 12 Pro, right? So I mean it's pretty old. The 16 is going to be coming out soon. As soon as 16 comes out, I'm going to upgrade. But I'll probably keep this one and still have it to be able to shoot videos on or use it as a backup. So, you don't have to have a super expensive camera to start. Use what you got. One of the other things that I use are remote mics. The remote mics I have are Hollyland. It's a Lark M2. They're super small. I mean, this is the piece right here. It's real small. Good quality. I looked at doing the DJI mics, and I couldn't just see fitting out the bill to be able to have two channels. The big thing I saw, there's a big difference between the two. Maybe down the road, I might get a method channel. I start doing interviews or something along those lines. But for what I'm doing, this microphone works good. Right now, I have it on the lanyard, so I don't know if you can kind of see that. So it's under my shirt. So sound quality is good, does what it needs to do. So it's not an issue with that. The other thing that you'll probably need is, if you're going to do a lot of shooting, is you're going to need a backup battery. Myself, I have the Anker MagSafe battery pack. So just magnetic, goes on the back. Also has where you can put a cable. The one thing I noticed with using that battery pack, especially in the hot sun, is it causes your phone to overheat, which I think is just the way the technology works. So, sometimes it's just best to, have that backup and put it in there. I also have a bigger battery pack that I carry. It's also an Anker. I like their products. Their products are good. It doesn't do anything bad. So the other piece of equipment I have that isn't necessarily needed, but it's helpful, is I have a gimbal. I have the Osmo Mobile 6 by DJI. It's a great little thing, not necessary. Most of the time, I'm walking around with my camera in my hand, shooting video. If I'm walking and shooting, then I use a gimbal. Like right now, I have it sitting on my desk. I have it set up as a tripod. So I'm using that. So that's where you're at with equipment. Computer, I have a Microsoft Surface Pro 7 to do video editing. That actually works really good. I have no problems. I have two monitors set up, plus the monitor from it set up, and I have no problems having multiple screens running and editing. Now, if I start doing and having a lot of video and stuff, it will get bogged down. It's just the way the technology works. And so you run out of stuff, and that's just what it is. For video editing, I use CapCut Pro. I signed up for the Pro version. There's features that I wanted to be able to use some of the templates in the music and stuff that's in it. So I just paid for the Pro version of it. And that way, I have the ability to do what I want to do. Now, technically, you really don't even need a PC to be able to do video. You can do everything on your phone or on your tablet. You know, because CapCut has an online version. There's multiple online versions, but you can use any of them. They'll all work, right? We're not making cinematic films. We're making YouTube videos, so you really don't need a whole lot of technology to cut and splice and put all the pieces together. You really just you don't need that. So keep it simple. There's no reason to go out and buy expensive cameras. I mean, I've seen some people go out and spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a camera, and you know, maybe down the road, if your channel takes off and you need it and you're starting to do some different content, that'd be awesome. I mean, the other piece that I use is a GoPro. I have a Hero 5. The current version is a 10, so I mean it's 10 years old. Still works, still shoots video. You know, some of the video that I've shot before is using the two that I have. I used a Hero Sessions 5 from GoPro for cycling videos. So I had another channel that I was just a hobby. I was a bicycle racer, so I took and put, you know, all the crit races that I was doing. I took and put those. I had them on a GoPro, and I just put them out on YouTube to share with my teammates and friends and family and stuff. So kind of got into doing that. So that's the reason why I have two old GoPros. They've been sitting in a box for years. So I can just finally just drag them out for setting this up. The other thing I use is Canva Pro. So if you're not familiar with Canva is an image editing tool where you can go out and create images. It has all kinds of graphics that you can use. You can do video editing on it if you wanted to. It has everything you need to be able to do it. So you could use even Canva instead of CapCut Pro. You could just get one thing of Canva, maybe sign up for the Pro version. So you get, you know, some extra features, but you really don't even need to do that. Just keep it simple. So we had a little gap there. One thing with using cell phones and technology, you get a phone call that comes in and it stops recording. So I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't even remember where I was at. I think I was talking about Canva Pro. So Canva has all the stuff you need, right? So you could just sign up for Canva itself and be able to do all your video editing and do everything that you need to do, and that would work just fine. So my thing on setting up, you know, and once you're starting with technology, just keep it simple. And the simpler you keep it, the better off. You can always get more complicated. Like right now, I'm looking at, you know, how to be able to do screen captures and video at the same time, right? So I want to be able to show you some how-to videos, how to use Canva Pro, how to use CapCut, how to go and set up your YouTube channel. VidIQ, which is a piece of software that I use. I'm also now an affiliate. I wasn't before. I had found them through looking for a video on how to set up a YouTube channel. So I came across this channel. It's called VidIQ, and I'll put a link in the description to the actual video on how to set up a YouTube channel. I've just followed that as a guide to set up, you know, a YouTube channel. The decision that you have to make is whether you're going to set up one that's like a brand or a business channel, or you're going to keep it personal. I have both. Both of mine are brands. One is very specific, so E-Ticket Rewind is its own channel, has its own email and everything, so that's separate. But this one is connected to all my other channels that I have under my Gmail account. So I think I have 4 different ones. And so they're just all connected. But if you want to keep them separate, then you'll go through the process of setting up a separate brand one. And that video will walk you through everything you need to do. So I'm not going to create a video on how to create a YouTube channel. It's pretty straightforward, but just follow the steps in that video that I'll link to, and you'll be able to go through and get your channel set up. And then once you get your channel set up, then you can just look at, you know, how things are doing, how you're going to capture video. You know, you just use your iPhone, and then how you're going to post it. There are people that just post that don't do editing, right? They just go with it and add the video the way it is, and they just put it out there, and that works. I mean, if that's what you're going to do to start, that's what you're going to start. I've actually seen people that said they started their channel and they used Zoom to record themselves and then put it out, right? So you can do it that way. There's lots of ways of going about doing it. Find a way that works the best for you, that way you can be consistent with posting. Myself, I try to post, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are the days I try to post on my other channel. And there's a lot that goes into planning it, right? So I will create a channel on how I go and plan my day. What do I use? I use my iPhone. As a project manager, that's what I do for a living, is project management and change management. So what I do is I just plan out my week. You got to plan it out. And like I said in my introductory video, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it down to the description. One of the things I use is the gap and wrap. So, what's gap and wrap? Well, I'll explain that later in another video. It's a little bit long, but if you really want to do a deep dive into it as part of bullet journaling, and you can find Matt Ragland. I've actually put a link in my first video to his website, so you can go and check out he's great on productivity planning, and his technique is pretty straightforward. You set your goals, set your actions, set your plan for the week. What do I got to do? Well, I got to get a video out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, then what do I got to plan? What are my activities and actions that I have to take? And then, how do I protect my time to be able to go do that? I have to put it in my calendar, block out time to go do these things. And so you'll go through and you'll do that. So I just wanted to create a quick little short video to encourage you guys to go out and start a channel. And, us Gen Xers, as we can kind of call ourselves, right? If you're 40, 50, past 60, and you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, there's no reason not to. Just go for it. If it takes off, awesome. If it doesn't take off, you're learning new skills, right? So you're going to learn how to do videoing. You're going to learn how to take better pictures. You're going to learn how to tell a story. You're going to learn new software, new technologies. I use AI a lot. I was on a team that launched AI at Microsoft. So, technology is there as a tool to use, and AI is the new tool, and you can do a lot with AI. So I'll definitely be deep diving into some of that for you. I know it's a new technology. A lot of people aren't familiar with how to use it, but I will set that up and go through how to do and use AI to get video ideas, get information. There's actually tools that create shorts for you. And I actually do that myself. It's Invideo AI. And I use that to help create content. I don't use it for long content. I use it for shorts. So I'll have an idea, I'll have it do it, and then it's only a starting point. I don't put out the videos it makes. I don't put them out just blanket how it makes them. I go through and make sure it tells the story that I want to tell. And then with doing that, you make sure that it's your content. It's just not AI generated garbage that you're putting out, right? So there's stock videos that you can use, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it that way if that's how you want to get started. Get started and tell a story. But if you take and you change the videos around, right? So it's got, images and things, and you don't like them, you can change them. You can change it to your own. Now it's your video. You just used it as a starting point. So go ahead and subscribe. Hopefully everybody's subscribing, because I need those subscribers. It really helps me if you comment below and tell me what you want to know. Tell me where you're having problems. What do you need help with? And I'll figure out how to help you solve that problem. I'm a problem solver. And we together will make this a successful journey where we all learn and grow together. So give me your comments below. Just tell me what you want to see, what you want me to do. Like, subscribe, and share, because I can only do this with your help. Thank you.